Hello and welcome everybody to Game 5 of Hero vs. Puma from the NASL Season 2 Grand Finals. Spawning in the 12 o'clock position as the Blue Protoss, playing from Team Liquid, we have Hero. Spawning in the 6 o'clock position as the Red Terran, playing from Team Evil Geniuses, we have Puma. Like I said, this is going to be Game 5. It is going to be of a best of 7, and currently the score is 3-1 favoring Puma. That of course means that if Puma is to win this match, Puma is going to be winning NASL Season 2, so this is definitely going to be a match point here between these two players. If Hero takes this game, he's going to be pushing it to the next game. Hero needs to take another 3 wins in a row if he's going to want to be able to take this tournament, so he is in a tough spot. Going to need to pull a miracle here if he's going to want to take some of these wins here off of Puma, because Puma is playing so solid today. In the previous game, I don't even know what to say about that game. That game was just nuts. We had an insane game with Dark Templar and big kind of all-in-ish pushes where both players kind of lost their whole bases and they were trying to rebuild, and everybody had cloaked things and everybody was fighting for detection, and Hero had more food but Puma had cloaked thing. It was a mess, but in the end, Puma came out on top, bringing it to 3-1, and so now Hero gonna have to see if he's gonna be trying anything on this map. The map, of course, is going to be Terminus. Gonna have to see if he's gonna be doing anything to try to take some good wins here off of Puma. Hopefully he'll have some nice builds planned out. He did choose this map, so he could be choosing this map for several reasons. One is that it's a big macro map. If you'll notice the rush distance on the map, it is huge. Not to mention, you don't know where your opponent is going to be spawning, just because there are 4 possible spawning locations on this map, and as we can see, Hero scouting one of them right now. Now he's going to be going to the south position here, and he's going to be finding him there. But the fact that you can't immediately know where your opponent has spawned, along with the fact that the rush distance to really any map or any base is pretty far, means that you can play pretty safe, you can pretty safely take fast expansions. Might see an expansion come down here right after this one gateway. But no, actually it looks like we actually see a second gas. Guys are actually coming down after this first gas and that cybernetics core, so it looks like he might be doing a little bit of teching up here on one base before taking an expansion here. In the base of Puma right now, looks like Puma going to be doing that one gas. Will he be pulling off of gas this time? Looks like the answer is no, as the reactor is now being constructed there and he's continuing to mine gas off of that refinery. So it looks like we might be seeing a fast factory here coming up very soon from Puma. So yeah, it looks like both players actually going to be going for getting a few units out here in the early game. Neither player going to be taking super fast expansions, and ooh, what is this? We actually have a second barracks coming down here for Puma, so it's going to be a very interesting build here, as we're going to have Marines being produced 3 at a time off of one base, but yet he's still going to be getting gas, maybe going to be getting up an early factory. I have no idea what this build is going to be out of Puma. I mean, I'm assuming it's going to be some kind of early pressure, since he does have 2 barracks up early. Whoa, one has a tech lab, so it looks like it's going to be, that gas is actually going to be used for maybe an early stim timing, maybe an early combat shield. And yes, it is actually going to be an early combat shield. Now he does have SCVs out scouting the map, trying to figure out where his opponent has spawned, and oh, it looks like Hero decided to go for the fast Nexus. That Nexus is going to be, I don't know, that Nexus is going to be in a lot of trouble here for Puma, as if Puma comes in here with a lot of Marines, starts throwing down some bunkers, Marines and Marauders actually, as he's actually producing Marauders as well. Going to be seeing that concussive shell, no doubt, here once that combat shield finishes up. Still no second gas being taken here from Puma. What? Did Hero cancel that second gas? I think Hero might have... Yeah, Hero had definitely taken that second gas, but upon scouting that his opponent was cross-positioned, decided to cancel that gas and go for the Nexus instead. And so now it looks like he's now going to be transitioning maybe into some kind of 4-gate, as he does have 4 gateways up right now. Mining currently is going to soon be on 2 bases, and I think Puma's going to need to do some damage here, as the economy of Hero is going to start to take off, going to start to get a little bit better. If we check out the harvester count right now, we can see that Hero is a little up, 24 to 22 harvesters right now. A couple of stalkers are out across the map right now, and he does see that Marines and SCVs are coming his way, being very careful to micro and take out that SCV. That is going to be very, very helpful in this push, as now no bunkers can be built until more SCVs are pulled. And is he pulling more SCVs? Yes, we do see one. Oh no, that one SCV going to be building a command center. So it looks like Puma's just going to be applying some pressure at the front, trying to attack his opponent, force his opponent to produce more units than he would like to at this point, and then he's just going to most likely pull back if he doesn't see an opening to do any kind of damage. Once again, we do see that HeRO threw down this forward pylon, but Puma spotted it out, and he's going to be taking it down as looks like HeRO going to start to move out across the map. Might be trying to go for some early aggression here with these early 4 warp gates that he does have up and running. The cybernetics core has finished researching that warp gate research, and now he's just continuing to get up more and more workers favoring HeRO by quite a bit now, 32 to 23, and he is now mining on that natural. No mining at all going on for Puma right now, but bunker now going down at the front as Puma does scout that there are forces coming across the map coming his way. We do see that stim is now being researched here for Puma, and do we have any other tech structures going up? We do have a factory that is now up and running. 2 gas geysers are now running for these players as the second command center is now getting up. Looks like Puma going to be deciding, or HeRO rather, going to be deciding to get a little bit aggressive as he's moving out with a small group of stalkers. Going to be trying to get a light contain on his opponent, trying to get a feel for what his opponent is doing, as he does not know that this expansion command center had gone down quite yet, but that command center just now going to be getting up and running, and I think that economy is going to be favoring HeRO right now. 40 to 27 harvesters. HeRO is way ahead in the economy right now as he continues to warp in units back home. Sentries being warped in right now, as well as zealots being warped in. We do see a double forge coming down here for HeRO as well, so he's going to be getting those double upgrades. Absolutely love that play from HeRO. This is something that I don't feel like we see enough from a lot of players. A lot of Protoss players will kind of neglect upgrades that early on to try to rush to units like Colossi and things like that. But when you have Stalkers up this early, then you can have them, and you have them at your opponent's base. You can know when your opponent's moving out, and you can know how safe you can feel when you poke in here. The fact that he saw that this bunker had gone down, and that his opponent is being a little bit more defensive, suggests that he most likely threw down that orbital command if he doesn't actually just see that orbital command. No, he doesn't actually see the orbital command yet, but that bunker is going to be a good indicator that that orbital command is up, and that he can do things that are a little bit more long-term focused play. Things like upgrades, things that are going to be getting him a lot better later on in the game, and I think that double forge is actually a brilliant idea here by HeRO. We do see that more warp gates are now going to be coming down here for HeRO, and in the base of Puma, we do see that the starport is now up and running. 2 medevacs are currently out on the field. And we do see more barracks actually coming out onto the field. That is going to bring the total number of barracks up to 3. We do see concussive shell now being researched here for Puma, as it looks like he's going to be committing to bio once again. This time no ghosts yet on the field. We don't see any Ghost Academy down at all yet. It is strictly going to be Marine Marauder medevac for the time being. Might see some drop play here from Puma shortly, but I don't know. These upgrades are going to be finishing here for HeRO very soon, and it looks like he's going to be gearing up to take a 3rd expansion here pretty soon as well. He is in a very good position to be able to do so. All his units are going to be 1-1 in upgrades. No upgrades yet for Puma, but Puma is moving across the map right now with a good number of Marines and Marauders. Ghost Academy is now coming down as well, so Puma going to be following up this push with a little bit of Ghost tech, which is very common for Puma to be doing. We do see the Zealot count here getting very high here for HeRO. The charge has not been researched for these units, so that is not going to be done in time, but we do see that the Templar Archives as well as Blink is now coming down for HeRO, and that is going to help tremendously with this push. And it looks like Puma throwing a few scans down at the front. These are very good scans, something that you want to be doing at the beginnings of your pushes. You always want to know what you're going up against before you get up into your opponent's base, but these sentries have a lot of energy right now, and if Puma's not careful, then he will actually be able to catch a few of those units in those force fields, and he will be able to split that army up quite a bit. We do see that 4 medevacs are currently out though, and that is going to make this group of units here pretty tanky, and it looks like neither player really wanting to fully engage, but it looks like Puma is going to be going for a bit of a stim here. Needs to be a little careful with those stims, as he's got a lot of Marines and Marauders here. That's going to take a lot of energy to heal back up there from these medevacs, and he wants to save up as much of that medevac energy as he can, and HeRO is going to blink forward, take out one of the medevacs, manages to pick off just one, and now going to be trying to push out, take a little bit of center map control here, and Puma not yet taking a 3rd, actually neither player taking a 3rd yet, but it looks like HeRO taking this moment of the pressure releasing to throw down that 3rd nexus, and he's going to be expanding once again, but Puma deciding to turn around. Looks like he might be coming back here. HeRO just going to be forced to blink back and come back home with those stalkers. Stalkers now continuing to warp in more units back home. We do see Archons now being morphed in here for Hero as well. We do see Charge is going to be on the way as the gateway count continues to climb. We are currently sitting at 8 gateways here for Hero. In the base of Puma right now, we do see that more barracks are being thrown down. We do see, do we have any ghosts yet on the field? We do see 2 ghosts are currently on the field. Have they joined the army of Puma? Yes, they have, as Puma is now keeping that middle map control, as he's now moving out with the scout factory as well. Not going to be needing that at all this game. It looks like he's going to be going strictly for the bio forces, but I would almost expect, now that he's got so many forces at his opponent's base and he's got a pretty good contain set up here and so much pressure on his opponent, that he should be throwing down a command center. Oh, beautiful EP is going down here for Puma, as a lot of the shields of those units do go down, but he didn't get too many of the sentries, and there are still a lot of force fields, and beautiful force fields from Hero as he traps so much of the army there, and with those zealots with Charge, he's going to be cleaning those Marines and Marauders up quite quickly as the Archons continue to move forward, deal lots and lots of damage, and Hero, I think, is coming out way ahead in this engagement. If we check out the units lost tab, we can see that Puma has lost a lot more, and Hero is just going to continue to push across the map right now, feeling very confident. He has a lot of gateways to be pushing this push forward. No forward pylons at the moment. Does he have a probe coming out? No probes coming out yet, but I would almost expect him to commit to this push quite a bit, as he pretty much demolished that attack there from Puma, as Puma is now going to be taking an expansion here, but now I think this is not going to be the best time to be taking an expansion command center, as now Hero is going to start to be barreling down on Puma's front. Destructible debris still up right now, so he's not going to be able to cut straight to that third base if that is what he decides to do. Looks like Hero trying to play it safe right now, scouting around to be sure that that army isn't out in the middle of the map, taking control of all the Xel'Naga watchtowers, wants to be sure he maintains that middle map control, and I would almost like to see an expansion command, or expansion nexus from Hero. I would almost like to see, now that he has maintained that middle map control and that he has the army advantage, that another nexus would go on go up, so that he can continue to get farther and farther ahead in this game. Currently sitting at 138 food to the 107 food of Puma. If we check out the harvester count right now, we can see that he is way ahead in the harvester count. 68 harvesters to 45. He is going to be way ahead of Puma for quite a while, as this third command center is going to be coming up very, very late from Puma. Now it looks like Hero going to be moving forward here with some zealots, going to be starting to take down the destructible debris. Puma does scout it with that SCV. He knows that his opponent does have units right outside his front door. Stalkers continue to be very aggressive. Puma's going to try to go for a bit of a counterattack here with some drop play. Looks like on both sides of the map we have a double drop coming here from Puma, but this is going to be a big attack. I think I don't know, this could be a mistake there. Ooh, there we do actually have the fourth Nexus actually going down here for Hero, so it looks like he's going to be going for it, but Puma's going to scout it right away with those medevacs, but what is Hero going to do? Hero actually could just go straight for a big attack right now. Looks like he is going to be pulling back with his Blink Stalkers to deal with this push. It looks like he did force the cancel on that Nexus, and now Puma just going to be going for another attack here. Drop in the main is coming down, but Hero does actually spot it. He did have one Zealot out here patrolling that he did manage to scout that with, and he manages to take it down clean and easy. Doesn't even lose too many Stalkers there in that engagement. Now going to be pulling back, and he's continuing to pull farther and farther ahead in the food count. 174 food to the 120 of Puma, and I don't know if I like this drop play with all these units, with the advantage in Hero's possession right now. He's going to be able to come at the front with a huge attack force, and Puma's going to really need everything he can to be able to defend, and any units that he sends off to the side of the map right now is going to be a big hit to his main defenses. And as we can see, these bunkers are, whoa, he's actually going to be salvaging these bunkers, and it looks like Puma's actually going to try to get aggressive right now. I think he might actually go for some kind of double-pronged attack where he's going to attack at the front with this Marine Marauder Ghost attack and then drop at the rear. But it looks like Hero going to be taking this Nexus in the middle of the map, and I think this is actually a much smarter choice of a fourth base here for Hero, as this is going to be much easier to defend. This one was a little bit sneakier, but as Puma spotted it right away, I think Hero is definitely smart in going for this as his fourth base. Now it looks like the forces of Puma continuing to move out into the middle of the map, but Hero is getting maxed out right now. We do see that double robotics facility is currently out right now. Are there Colossi? There are already 2 Colossi out on the field. 2 more going to be produced, and oh, beautiful pick off there from Hero as he picks off those medevacs that were going to go for a drop at the rear. It looks like snipes are going down for Puma right now as he tries to take out some of these Archons, but the Colossus count is just getting too high, and Puma doesn't really have the resources right now to go into full Viking production. Looks like he is going to be doing so, as 2 Vikings are now on the production tab. Double Engineering Bay is up, +1/+1 is done here for Puma, but the upgrades right now for Hero are 3/3 right now in armor as well as attack upgrades, and this attack force is looking really, really strong. There comes the blink forward here from Hero, as he is currently sitting maxed at 200 food to the 140 food of Puma, as he continues to just move forward without any fear at all. Lots of EMPs going down right now, but is it going to be enough? I just don't think it is, as the army of Hero is just absolutely massive, and these Colossi, these 4 Colossi, are going to be dealing so much damage to these bio forces. Puma trying to pull back to do what he can, but beautiful force fields going down here by Hero, as he's going to be trapping all those units in that small ring where these Colossi are going to be able to take those bio forces down so quickly, and I think that is going to be GG from Puma, as Hero takes Game 5, meaning he has managed to push it to a Game 6. Tied, or not tied, but score 3-2 right now. So stick with me, guys. Game 6. Did I say Game 5? Game 6 of Hero versus Puma from the NASL Season 2 Grand Finals coming up in just a moment.